Do not offend the master. That was the unsaid rule every worker in Jeon Mansion followed, without any failure. Offending Jungkook Jeon was only death. God knows how many dead bodies piles up in every day the basement and secret guard cleans it. Even though no one has seen the basement, they are well aware of it because of the screams that come from basement when the master tortures somebody. But the new recruit didn't seem to understand such basic thing even though multiple workers have warned or hinted multiple times. Wyan, take the coffee to master's room. You were placing back the cutlery in the cabinet when you heard the chef. You turned around and nodded. You were about to take the tray of coffee but someone was forced enough to beat you in your action. Let me do it, Lika said cheerfully, making you wince a little. You are the type of a girl who is allergic to too cheery, happy-go-lucky girl. Their naivety bright aura turns you off. What's annoy you more is that how they fail to read the room. And Lika is the type of girl who annoys you the most. You wanted to avoid her but she won't just take the hint, making you more annoyed than you already were. But that is Wyan's work, the chef replied hesitantly. Can't I do that? Lika said softly. Her eyes welled up with tears. It looked like she was holding back her tears, and if you and chef said no, she will burst into tears. You really didn't want to deal with this headache early in the morning, so you signaled the chef to let her be. Fine, you can, the chef stated. Really? Thank you so much. Lika jumped, happily grinning ear to ear. She thanked you both again before leaving the kitchen. You and Chef both sighed. Why did you let her to do your work? Chef asked. I don't want to have migraine early in the morning because of her, you replied. Understandable. The chef shrugged it off before you both returned back to your work. You both thought everything was fine until you heard a loud scream. Ah, you both looked at each other as if talking in telepathy. You both knew who it belongs to. It is Lika's scream, you said, widening your eyes. You both ran out to see a sight which was normal in John Mansion, but you still gasped. Lika was kicked down to floor, falling flat on the marble floor. Her head was bleeding. She was crying, groaning, and screaming in pain. My coffee will be bought by Wyan. If anyone tries to replace her next time, I will kill her or him with bare hands. And you, Wyan, I don't think I have to speak in Chinese for you to understand. You girl being the prey of his predatory eyes. He was like a king who looked down on you while standing on the top floor. No, master, I understand. You replied while bowing. You didn't hear any sound coming, so you raised your head slightly, only for your eyes to meet with his dark eyes. You flinched a little before quickly looking away. You hung your head low to avoid looking at him. You were panicking internally, unable to withstand the deadly silence. Then you heard him scoff before turning away to go back in his room. You breathed in relief, happy that you survived today and didn't got your head sliced off your body. In John Mansion, everyone fears the brutal death the master grants. No one wishes to die but have to work in John Mansion. In fear, even though everyone has the chance to live, why? Answer is simple. The pay is good to satisfy everyone's financial needs. And you two are no different. You are ready to work in fear rather than going back to your abusive family who wouldn't let you even have a full course of meal in a day. Later that day, you were ordered by the headmaid to clean the master's room. You were cleaning the drawers when you found a diary in it. Normally, you wouldn't look into someone's diary and respect their privacy. But today, you felt they're extremely curious. You opened the diary and began to read. At the end of the page, tears were spilling out of your eyes. You were in shock. Sadness, disbelief, betrayal, anger, and agony. You couldn't believe that you were sold to Jeons when you were just a little kid. In the diary, it was mentioned that you were the play toy to Jungkook John, who was 2 years older than you. Your life will move the way Jungkook John wanted. It explained why your life was full of hardship and hardships only. When your mother was pregnant with your younger sister, your family was going through a huge financial crisis. Your father was neck buried in debt, and every day loan sharks come knocking to your door. They threatened your family to kill you, and they would have if the Jeon family hadn't come to your family's life as saviors. They offered your family monetary help too, but in return they wanted one of the daughter of Lee family. Your mother had very hardly conceived your sister and she wasn't ready to part with her unborn baby. Hence, she sacrificed you. The Jeon family knowingly smoked and made your family sign a contract that bind you to Jungkook Jeon and you become his play toy. Those who your family saw as savior are actually the perpetrator of this condition of yours. Jungkook John was a psychopath since birth. He didn't feel any remorse or sadness when anyone died. Instead, he loved seeing people in pain to death while begging him. He loved seeing people get destroyed. It excited him when people begged for life. He felt happy seeing people get mentally destroyed. And he wanted the same to happen with you, a 6-year-old girl he saw when he visited your father's office along with his father. It hurts his eyes when he saw how bubbly and happy you were as you nibbled on your lollipop. He wanted you to beg, cry, writhe in pain just like other people. He wanted to see your destructions, hence asked his father to make you his play toy, and his father, being platonically obsessed with his son, fulfilled his wish. As the abuse by your parents, torment by your peers, teachers, and neighbors, isolation in his was all directed by him. You getting kicked out of your college and landing a job at his mansion. Two were planned by him. Unknown to you, you have been stalked all through your life by him just to see how beautiful you look crying, being broken, being destroyed. In his diary, he has described his sickest emotions and thoughts about you, his sickest wishes he wants to do with you. To him, you are the You are the unruly bird he is trying to tame and breed into being obedient canary in his beautiful golden cage. But now that you know the truth, will you still live in this dreadful house? Of course not. You plan to run away. You determine to seek a chance to sneak away, and once you get one, you will run so far away that no one will be able to find you out. You just have to wait for a chance. You put the diary in the drawer on its place before wiping your tears. No, I won't let him control my life anymore. I'll leave from here as soon as possible, you mumbled and left the room. And you didn't have to wait for long. The chance came too soon for you. Unknown people attacked the Jeon mansion and captivated Jungkook Jeon. Chaos was throughout the mansion as the workers and guards ran for their life. You took this chance for which you have been waiting for a week to run away. You ran and ran until you saw Gate. You were internally getting happy, but before you could touch touch the gate, you hear shots being fired. Something very sharp hit and went through your ankle. You cried and screamed in pain as you fall down, feeling extreme pain in your both the ankles. Someone has shot your ankles. Game is over. I can't let my canary fly. You hear the voice of the man you have come to loathe in this past few days. He was the cause of your misery from whom you wanted to get away. Jungkook walked towards you holding a gun after he got out of ropes. The unknown people who had attacked earlier were now bowing to him as he continued to march towards you like a king. Your heart was filled with dread when a thought came across. Oh, my little canary, what you'll think I'll let you leave? I thought to test who are loyal to me. Hence, I asked my hidden guards to attack my mansion and ordered them to kill those traitors who tried to run away rather than saving me. But I didn't expect my beloved canary to run away. I'm hurt, Ryan. He faked his sadness, a sad expression as he looked at you with eyes brimming with rage. He crouched down and grabbed one of short ankles. Crack. You cried out loud as he broke your ankles without any mercy. He twisted your ankles even more as you pleaded him to stop. The pain was too much and you were crying without a break. He just let go one of your ankle to grab another. No, please don't do this. Please stop. Your pleading was cut off by your own scream as he broke your other ankle too. You psychopath, you need a serious treatment. You cried, cursing him, while Jungkook sadly bowed. Oh my love, it's your punishment, my dear canary, for trying to leave your master. I have controlled your life since childhood and I will continue to control you. Earlier, you weren't dependent on me. But now, you will completely depend on me. Now you are at my mercy. I will never leave you. You are my sweet canary who will live with her master forever. You are mine to love, you are mine to hate, you are mine to cherish, you are mine to punish, you are mine to obsess, you are mine to destroy. No one take that place, my little canary. You are my everything. I won't let you fly, my little canary. He whispered dangerously while pressing your tear-stained cheek, being dangerously close to your face. He smiled a little and grabbed your right ankle in his hand. You sobbed even more after knowing what he is going to do next. But you were surprised. He started caressing softly your broken ankle. He pouted and looked directly into your eyes. See what you made me do it. From next time, don't try to run away from me, or else consequences will be even worse. He whispered softly before taking you in his arms like a bridal style. He looked one of his men and signaled him to call the doctor. He looked down at you, who was softly sobbing on his chest. He smiled and gave a long peck on your forehead and started walking inside the mansion.